welcome back to Reading with Will. I'm Will, and today we are going to be discussing the book Ahsoka by E.K. Johnston. Did everyone see that Ahsoka trailer? I'm doing the Ahsoka book today because the Ahsoka trailer came out, and look, anyone who knows me knows how I feel about Ahsoka. Ahsoka is my favorite character of anything ever. Anything ever, has been for a long time. She first appeared in Star Wars The Clone Wars in 2008, and I was 8 years old. And that movie was how I even got into Star Wars. So Ahsoka, like, to me is Star Wars. And she's been my favorite since then. And I love Star Wars because of her. And I love all Star Wars, but like, she is my Star Wars. She is. And I am a little crazy about this. Y'all, after that trailer dropped, I'm still going through it. If you have a Hollywood connection, y'all, anyone's Hollywood connections, I want them, please, because I want to go to the premiere of Ahsoka so bad. I will do anything. I will do anything. Anyways, we're talking about a book today, the Ahsoka book. This book takes place right after the Clone Wars, about a year after the Clone Wars, when Ahsoka's on the run from the Empire and her past, and she has to hide that she's a Jedi. And it's really like a big story about grief and surviving and living with the knowledge that her people, her Jedi, her family are gone. But in this book, we see her have to be independent. We see her on the run. We see her go to this moon called Rada, which is like a farming moon, and she makes friends. And of course, the Empire shows up, and we kind of see what will it take for Ahsoka to actually reveal who she is. I know if you've seen recently, they made some animated shorts called Tales of the Jedi, and the last one on there is of Ahsoka after Order 66. And she's on a farming moon, and she fights an Inquisitor. They took that from this. And it's not completely accurate anymore. Like, this was canon originally, but then that came out. So this is still kind of canon. Like, they have the same plot points, but some of the characters are different. And like, it was incredible, that episode, incredible. But I was a little sad that we didn't get to see Kaden and Mira from this book. And it also talks really a lot about like loneliness, because Ahsoka is alone. She only has these new connections she's making, and she doesn't want to tell people who she actually is and endanger them, endanger herself. Like, she's trying to survive. She's a survivor. I mean, I genuinely think she is the best written character ever. So Ahsoka is the Padawan of Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader, and Ahsoka is the light. Come and argue with me, Ahsoka is the light. I'm gonna be a monster when this show comes out. A monster. I'm already a monster in my head from it. I just am... Anyways, we see Ahsoka in the Clone Wars, the movie and the television show, in Tales of the Jedi, Rebels, and The Mandalorian, and a little bit in the Book of Boba Fett. But now she's getting her own show that comes out this year in August. So let's talk about some of the characters in this book. So obviously we have the queen herself, Ahsoka Tano. And then there's Kaden. She is one of the farmers on the moon of Rada. She has another younger sister named Mira. Yeah, they become Ahsoka's friends. I really like Kaden, y'all. Really like. This book kind of, I don't know, Kaden was definitely into Ahsoka romantically, and for Kaden to not be in the episode was really sad to see. But, you know, we got to see that the book come to life. So I get it, but it's kind of sad. This is also where we see Ahsoka get her iconic white lightsabers. That was a really fun plot point and a really cool connection. Something that happens is like, Ahsoka can feel the crystals through the Force. And like, she can sense the crystals there, they're calling to her, for them to be her own crystals. We see how she turns them white, which is very interesting. Which other Jedi have we seen? I mean, there's some like other Jedis, not in this time at all, but there's some other Jedis who do have white lightsabers, but Ahsoka's the iconic one with them, let's be real. And obviously gotta represent this video with this Ahsoka shirt, whatever, and this that I wear at all times. Me Ahsoka ring. Isn't it so cute? I also have Bo-Katan because, you know, Stan. This is my little... Can we not fight? Please. Not this video, guys. You don't get a cameo today. Bonk. This is not all about you. This is about she. Anyways. Yeah, so Ahsoka's a Togruta, an alien species in Star Wars. She is honestly so powerful. Like, not even just like a swordsman, but with the Force. When I say she is the light, she is the light. And Ashley Eckstein always says, Ahsoka lives in all of us. And, you know, she's right. She's right. We take these lessons from these characters and we use them. And that's what's important about it. But yeah, Ahsoka means so much to me. I know people with Star Wars are like, oh, Luke's the best, or Anakin's the best, and cool, but not Ahsoka. She's my Luke Skywalker. She was my OG. I saw her like when people saw the originals come out, they were like, Luke, Luke, Luke. That's how I feel about her. I don't want to spoil the book too much. It's just a very interesting story and about facing your past and about grief and about loneliness and about helping people even if it means hurting yourself. Also watch Star Wars. Watch Star Wars, y'all. I will also say I have read this book twice. I read it once when I was a freshman in college, so about 5-ish years ago, and then I listened to it again last year in 2022 on Audible. It's a very easy read. It's really just a character deep dive. If you like Ahsoka, this is like a Star Wars book I'd recommend, or if you ever want to read a Star Wars book, it's a good one to go into. It did release in 2016, and a lot has changed since then. So there are some parts, because when it came out, we never got the last season of Clone Wars. Like, there's some bits that it was told because we were never going to get it. But then they gave us the Clone Wars last season. And so you can't be mad at it. You can't be mad at it when they give us more Clone Wars at all. Or any animated Star Wars or any Star Wars. E.K. Johnston also has written Padme books. And the Padme books are really good. I really love the first one. And the characters in that are great. And she's about to write a book about Kira. If you know anything about Star Wars, Kira's awesome. I don't know. I'm not really into the Star Wars reading anymore that much, but I appreciate the time I did read it, and I feel like I learned a lot about Star Wars. There are some, like the High Republic, those take place about 300-ish years before the very first Star Wars movie. So it's interesting to see the Jedi in a different time. So I definitely recommend the High Republic to anyone that wants to get into Star Wars readings. There's a new show called The Acolyte that's coming out that takes place, I think they said it's about 100 or 50-ish years before The Phantom Menace, episode 1. And there's some reoccurring characters from the High Republic gonna show up. So really rewarding. That's one of the things about reading Star Wars. It can be really rewarding. Like if you watch The Mandalorian, Cobb Vanth was originally from a book, Aftermath trilogy. And we just saw someone in the newest episode that was originally from books. And yeah, it's just a rewarding thing. The person I want to shout out this video is Taylor Joy. Thank you, Taylor, for watching my videos and leaving a comment. I really appreciate it always. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Definitely, if you want to see my Ahsoka shrine, go look at my book tour. I have a little Ahsoka shrine, and that's not even all my Ahsoka stuff. I just don't have room for it, and I don't want to actually seem like a crazy person. But yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.